This is our time traditionally on a Tuesday at about this time when we go and get our letter from Wellington, and we talk to Councillor Tony Randle, and he joins us now. Councillor Randle, welcome to the show again. Good morning to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, you've just sent me a very interesting dilemma that you would appear to have in Wellington. Brian Tamaki, the Destiny Church, well, he used to be a bishop, but I see he's gone back to just being Brian. Maybe he still is a bishop, I don't know. Is holding a public meeting in Wellington. And there is a suggestion that one of your council colleagues, Nico Wainera, who, as I understand, is the Maori ward councillor. Is that right? He's a Maori ward councillor. He's not a real councillor.
Well, he's a real councillor, but he's been elected on the Maori ward. The council brought in a Maori ward, and he was elected first up to it. I think for about 800 and something votes. I think that he got. Okay,
and he is a Greenie. In actual fact, he is a member of the Green Party, as I understand.
He is a member of the Green. He is a member of the Green Party,
right,
and a strong Green, yes.
He's also very young. He's 23 years of age, or he's in his early 20s. Okay. And he's Maori, obviously, with a name of Maori descent. Yes, of course he is. Nico Wainera. He was born in Newtown. He's a direct paternal descendant of Te Raupraha. Whoa, there you go. I wouldn't have been claiming that. It's a bit like saying I'm a relative of Hitler. But there you go. Now, yes, and he's trying to get him cancelled. Is that right?
Yes, well, it seems that he posted on a forum called Reddit yesterday quite a long list of things saying that he's very angry about this happening, and that he's been trying to shut down this event, and even gone so far as to say that the health and safety assessment is underway to investigate whether the protest action would pose an unacceptable risk to the staff at Te Kina. So Te Kina, it's being held in the Wellington City Council new convention centre. So, that's the connection to the City Council. But it looks like, and as it has sort of been stated by an ex, it's gone crazy on X as well. Just as this someone called Annie has said, this is a Wellington City Council laying out a plan to use the thugs' veto to get the event cancelled. He describes it as unfortunate that others have held their rights upheld by the courts. What a little tyrant. And it's one of the things that's certainly very, going the rounds very quickly around Wellington. It hasn't quite hit the media, but it's certainly being talked about.
Okay, so we're breaking it here. Good on you, Tony. Te Kina is, as you've just explained, the Wellington Convention and Exhibition Centre. It's owned, I presume, by the Wellington City Council. Is that right?
It is, and but the bookings for it apparently, according to Nico, are done by Te Papa. And so it seems that I'm not sure whether if it was done through the City Council, whether we'd accept the booking, and he obviously is of the view perhaps that it wouldn't. I'd be interested to say that because I'm quite a free speech advocate, and I think we should hear from everybody. But I'm very, it is a concern when you've got this sort of language being used by somebody who's a councillor.
Okay, now the event, as I understand, is going to be on the 18th of May, so that's only 4 days away. And it is something called Inflection Point New Zealand. It is calling everyone to push back on gender ideology and advocate for the repeal of self-sex ID and anti-conversion gender bills. And a variety of people will be speaking at that particular event. I guess it's on Saturday. The 18th would be Saturday. Yeah, it probably would be. So it's got a if you like, a political side to it. Brian Tamaki is going to be speaking at it alongside a lineup of other speakers. It's not just because so it's not a Destiny Church, it seems, event, Tony. It would seem to be a political view of people who are saying, listen, this gender ideology stuff has gone too far and we don't want any more of it. freedom of speech stuff to me, it would appear.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, the irony is that all these efforts to stop it, I think, are probably going to make it more well known across Wellington than any of the efforts by the organisers. But look, I never heard of them. I don't support their views at all. But I do think that the public forums that we have in our cities are places where we should be open to everyone to have their view. And people don't have to go to these events. But people who do wish to go and attend them should have the right to do so. And, of course, I'm sure that peaceable protest outside of the event is also absolutely fine. But saying that things are going to get rough or there's a health and safety risk, I mean, that seems to be crossing a line. To say that there's a threat of violence, it seems, is going to shut the event down. And of course, we've seen that happen before in New Zealand, and it's really bad.
Well, let's go through some of the speakers, shall we? I mean, we are breaking the story for you, although there'll be people who are listening to this now who will have registered to go. The people who are running this particular event, Tony, call themselves Inflection Point New Zealand. The summit, they're calling it, will last from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the event centre in Wellington. And the summit is called Unsilence. You can register, there's limited seating, tickets are $20, but can I give you an example of the speakers? And you might not be aware of this. Mia Hughes, Ro Edge, we know Ro, of course, she's been on this program not this program, but Sean's program a number of times. Jennifer Billick, who is a journalist and writer, an investigative journalist and writer. Bob McCoskrie from Family First. Brian Tamaki. Rachel Stewart, who is I think, lesbian opinion writer from memory. She won one of the media awards a long time ago. Simon O'Connor, the former National MP for, what was it, Tamaki? Karen Chua is going to be the MC. And the Landy sisters, three Maori ladies, as I understand it, who are dedicated to the safety of quote-unquote women, children and Maori culture, language and history. So it is representative, I guess, of conservative spokespeople in this country, yeah?
Yes. Well, it sounds like it. I don't, as you say, I don't really know them very well, or at all, really. Most of them. It's really, I just thought that it was interesting because this is quite a left-leaning city, and sort of going into the Bears Cave in terms of coming to Wellington is quite a provocative move by any conservative group, I think. And the reaction, it just shows, how it's the reaction to me that's got my concern. It's the reaction against it that has me concerning, and I think lots and lots of others. And as I say, it's gone pretty crazy on X with tens of thousands of people viewing it and commenting, hundreds of comments. So as I understand, you've got a Wellington City Councillor who's actually promoting the idea that there will be civil disorder for the point and purpose of getting the Wellington City Council to shut down the venue to this group of conservative folk. Is that correct? He certainly says that, and he's saying that he's working hard to stop it and looking at things like the health and safety issue as a means to stop the event. And this is we're in a democracy, and this city council. It's ironic, of course, that the name of the event is Unsilence, and this councillor is trying to silence it.
I've just got this in from Craig. Thanks, Craig. Michael Sean spoke about this with Bob McCroskey on his show yesterday. He warned Bob, this is Sean Wood McCroskey, of just this development, and Bob didn't think it would go this way, said Craig. But Sean's pretty good at working an antennae on what's going to happen. It looks like it is going to go this way. And I'm also told that Nikaro Winera is Antifa, or aligns with the Antifa, anti-fascist type group activists.
I'm not sure how much he's aligned to it, but he was the one who raised the notion that Wellington City should become a sister city of Ramallah. So he certainly is a supporter of the Palestinian cause. He's a Green Party. I think
he's a radical. I mean, he's just an old-fashioned. He's a new-fashioned communist. They just simply have just painted all the communists green.